My neighbor, Carlo Gambino Jr., the old.
All right, we are calling to order this October 2nd, 2025 meeting of the FHRW Ranch West Board of Directors.
That was scheduled from September 28th.
It's a rescheduling, September 28th. Yes, thank you. Let's see. Rebecca's here, Kevin's here, myself and Jeff, and then we have, who's online? Henry. So we have established a quorum. President's report. This is my turn to address the community. So a couple things I have. One, just a reminder everybody that the pool will be closed this winter for our refurbishment. We're going to install a giant pirate ship. It's going to be great, typical Tampa style. If you want to see photos of it, they're down here in the lake house on the wall, and we'll probably be putting some stuff out on Facebook soon. Two, election season is coming up this November. We're going to have not only elections, but also a very, very important charter amendment for the community to vote on. We need every single person in the community to vote. We're going to vote to change the charter of our community, and it's going to be in regards to renting houses. We're trying to maintain the property value of our community. We're trying to maintain it as a community, not a investment community. And so the rule that we're going to put in, we'd like to vote on and instill in our charter is that in order to rent out a home, you must first live in it for 2 years. This will prevent companies like BlackRock and other things like that from coming into our neighborhood, buying houses, scooping them out, and immediately turning them into rentals. So we were going to make a rule about this, and we ran it past the lawyer, and he said, this is overreaching for a rule. Charter amendment it is. So in order to pass the charter amendment, we need 66% of the community to vote yes. Not just 66 to vote, but 66% to vote yes on a charter change. Changing the charter is very, very difficult. That's why we're doing it sparingly. This is the first time we've attempted to do this in the 6 years that I've been on the board. So it's going to be important. Everyone spread the word. This November, make sure everyone's going to vote. Let's see. What else? The pool, we've been having some issues with just generally across the community and in general with compliance to the rules for our neighborhood, both in the gym and at the pool. And I would refer everyone to the FHRW Ranch West HOA rules and rates for all amenities. Everything that you would be concerned about is in this book, including the penalties for not following the rules, including the penalties for being belligerent with our office staff and things like that. To give an example of each, we have community members continuously bringing underage kids into our gym, which the rules for the gym is you must be 16 to be alone or 14 to be accompanied by adult. Anyone under 14 cannot use the gym. This is for insurance reasons. This is a very serious thing. If we have someone under 14 get injured in the gym without a parent, it's going to be very bad news for our HOA. So please abide by these rules. At the pool, we have pool attendants there to enforce rules, and the things that they enforce are no running, no toys at the pool. These are not only safety concerns and issues, but also some of these things that we enforce are mandated by the county. For example, the pool opens a half hour after sunrise and closes a half hour before sunset. This is not optional. This is the county rule that we must abide by to avoid fines. So I would ask everyone to abide by those rules. And one last thing, we had a community member come into the office and yell at the office staff and say, well, if you don't like to be talked to this way, then you shouldn't be in that position. This is inexcusable and won't be tolerated. And in the future, the cops will be called for sure. So just everyone be on your best behavior. Let's treat everyone like neighbors, abide by the rules. If you have a problem, don't take it up with the security guard at the pool. He's only doing what he's being told to do. If you have an issue, come to the board and address it here. That's all I have for the president's comments this evening. Is our treasurer online, Thomas? He's out for the evening, I think.
He is out for the evening.
Military orders serving our great country, I believe. All right. Vice, you got anything for tonight?
No, I think you encapsulated everything.
Thanks, sir. Secretary?
I've got nothing. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. Committees. Let's see. Patty, anything about committees that you want to talk about tonight?
We are going to be an additional planning committee member.
Okay.
We do have an idea. We're going to speak to her and then I'll bring it back to the board.
All right. So for those that can't hear, Patty's saying we need an additional planning committee member.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's put it out on Facebook or send out an email, see if anybody wants to join that committee. That's great. I know social committee is supposed to be meeting as we speak in the other room. Hopefully we get some reps there that attend. My wife is leading that. What else? How's our other committees doing? We have the ARC committee. How's that? Is that healthy?
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Additional people, if we need.
And then budget committee is kind of ad hoc, right? We've been
Right.
meeting for the budget committee meetings. We had one so far. We had another one which was canceled, was supposed to be last night. So the next one's scheduled for next Wednesday. If anyone's interested in attending, it's kind of, you don't need to be part of the committee to attend the budget committee meeting. You can just show up. This is where we're determining rates. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too early, but I think everyone's going to be pleasantly surprised this year. So, I remember the last thing I wanted to talk about. Prepping the battlefield for the board members. So everyone's aware we have a dog park, right? Our dog park is 2 acres. 2 acres of land that we devote to. Well, I love dogs as much as the next guy. Patty came up with a great idea. We're still gonna have a small dog park and a large dog park. But this will be a project for 2027. We're getting quotes now. We're going to put it into the budget. We are going to build a tennis court and 4 pickleball courts, complete with like a 20-foot fence around the outside, benches,
Is
lights.
this for the dogs?
No, don't.
Yeah, the dogs are amazing at.
If your
pickleball.
dog can play pickleball, then you need to go on America's Got Talent or something.
You'll see here.
So yeah, so we're getting quotes for that right now. This will not result in a dues increase, which is great. We'll be able to cover it at our current assessment level. So just something else to look forward to in the coming years as we make Fishhawk fantastic. All right, next thing, committees, we're done with committees. Violations, finding violation recommendations.
Wait, let me do one quick thing to the financials. I do have a copy of the financials if anybody wants them.
Okay,
So we'll go back to the treasurer's report. I do have the taxes for the 2024 year. That were completed by One Source Tax Accounting. Thomas has approved them. So I just need them signed and motioned, and then we will send a check and send a paper.
You got to pay taxes, so
Yeah.
there you go.
you want to do that now?
Yes.
I just signed it after the meeting. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. I
Okay.
just need a motion.
I'll motion to approve the taxes. What is the rate, Patty?
5,100
Oh,
We owe $5,100 in taxes.
in taxes.
Is that on the non-exempt monies that we make from rentals and things like that?
Yes.
And from interest,
Interest, that was-
mainly bank interest and rental properties. Like we rent out the lake house and we charge a fee for that.
Exactly.
We make that much money
I know, that's
in
why. I
interest
said it.
that we gotta pay $5,100 and there's no way out of that. Huh?
Well, this is, but
reserve
I don't
accounts are getting
agree
pretty
with
big,
it.
yeah. Which is good.
we're not for
Well,
profit.
since I'm Native American, you can say that this is a tribal area, therefore we're exempt.
I don't know if that works yet, but look into it. Let me
For
know.
this year, not for last year.
The IRS is paying $4.72 back.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, so can we see the numbers real quick?
Yeah. So
Do we have the motion on this to pay? it?
Rebecca made the motion. I'll second the motion.
Okay, let's take a look at it real quick.
It's in the board packet. But you can look at it.
Okay, so we pay quarterly? Oh, this is per quarter that we had to pay.
Yes, that's our money.
All right.
And Kevin,
Amount owed 5,100.
Yes.
Tax exempt function income, okay.
Once it's signed, I'll make it public.
Expenditures,
I'll put it up on the public site.
taxable, so. So our taxable income was $16,999. And of that, we have to pay 5,000, 30%.
Yeah.
30 cents on every car. That's why we don't want any rollover again.
No, that's why we don't want overage, right? Just click just the right amount. Yeah, there's all the other numbers in here. Okay.
You wanted to sign it since
Do you wanna, what part do I sign?
I want to say the last page, second to last.
I don't think it's in here.
All right, leave it here. I'll go over it.
Okay, we'll take care of that afterwards. All right, Rebecca, motion, Kevin seconded, all in favor of paying our taxes? Say aye. Aye.
No, don't pay this.
Any opposed? None opposed, motion carries. Thank you, Patty.
Thank you. And one more thing is the draft meeting minutes, are in your packet for August 28th.
Okay,
Yeah, I motion to approve the minutes. I've read them already.
I did too. I'll second.
You read them and see any problems though? Hmm.
You,
Did you see the part where he called you a whiny baby? Did you just skip right over that?
you realize I've been married for 20-some years. I've been called worse.
All right, two motions, all in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Unopposed, motion carries. Anything else, Patty, before violations?
January ticket violation.
Violations I sent to those to Patty, did you forward? Okay.
Yeah, I think
There's 8 total.
Yeah, they were in here.
I don't see them
No.
in the electronic.
It was a separate one.
Okay, oh, gotcha,
Those
yep,
come in after.
I remember that. There it is, here's the attachment, is that it?
Mhm.
Loading. I think that's it. Was it? Did Patty send it out or did Jennifer send it out?
Jennifer sent it.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Send it to Patty.
Oh,
Send
okay.
it out to them.
So what it came out with the original board packet, not on today's.
Oh, not on today's meeting.
No, it's the same thing. It was just, I didn't add that attachment.
Okay, is it, do we have it printed somewhere so we can move this along or not? You know how long it takes me to find
I
it?
just have the list.
Okay, perfect. That's great. Thank you. Okay, let's see. The violations are for the following: street trees, landscape bedding, discoloration of exterior, bare areas, mulch color. They installed the wrong mulch or something?
Yeah.
They installed red
Red,
Twice.
okay, got it.
twice.
There's one that says no. They installed landscape bordering
Mhm.
with no art. What kind of bordering?
It's done.
Stone, okay, gotcha. Discoloration of exterior, like that's house, right? And then one for lawn maintenance. So your usual things. All violations were mailed on either, let's see, going all the way back to June, some of them, and then as late as August 15th. Second, notifications mid-September, final issue, end of September, certified that sent via certified mail. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I motion to send all 8 of these to the fining committee with a recommendation of a fine of $100 a day to a maximum of $1,000 per violation, or until the violation is cured, whichever occurs first.
I'll second.
Kevin seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Henry.
Aye. Came off mute slow, sorry.
None opposed, motion carries. Thank you. All right, next is minutes, new business. We got Nick from Telecom National.
So we did, can you open up to Nick? He's on Zoom.
Hello?
Yeah, hi Nick, how are you?
Oh, hey, doing good. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, good to go.
How's the audio?
Very good.
Okay. All right, well, I'll give you guys a recap and then I'll just stay until you guys have run out of questions. Since we met last month, Steve and I went back to Spectrum and Frontier. And the first thing we did is we asked them to produce any existing contracts that you guys have on file. Both of them said the same thing. They looked in their archives. They couldn't find they couldn't find anything. They've either misplaced them or for whatever reason, they couldn't locate them. All that means to you guys is you're under no obligation. You're not under some auto renew contract. You guys are free agents. You can do whatever you want. You're bound by nothing. So that's good news. You're called the no paper community at that point. There's a lot of people that are classified as no paper. Because you'd think that these big companies that are worth billions would keep all this stuff, keep track of it all. But over the years, when they merge, when they take over, like Spectrum took over for Bright House or Verizon and Frontier and so forth, and then they switch from physical files to digital files, you can't believe how much gets misplaced, but that's to your advantage and that's their loss. So,
Quick. Nick,
Go ahead.
sorry. Just wanted for background for the people in the room that may be interested in this topic and those online that watch it later. Essentially what it is you can sign a contract with telecommunication companies to not sign a contract with another company as being the sole provider for services in the neighborhood. In exchange for that, they will give you money in the order of hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's what we're trying to do, is trying to sign a contract with Spectrum and Frontier each and say, yeah, we agree not to sign a mutual or a exclusive agreement with another company. And in exchange for that, you pay us money.
With the additional, you still get to choose as a homeowner which service you want to have. It doesn't lock you into anything.
It's exactly
So
so, yeah.
if we were to do this, then you wouldn't be forced to use Frontier or Spectrum. You could
Yeah.
make a choice.
The other option, which pays more money, is to sign with one and say, hey, Frontier, you have sole exclusive access to our entire neighborhood. Now they'll pay you more money, but you lose the freedom of choice. So we're not going that route. That's
Wow,
someone-
guys, this is just like we rehearsed, guys. Good great pitch.
You really were the first time you came.
So yeah, so the other thing we find out is we don't just find out your contract status, we also found out the information for the neighborhood as far as who uses what, just in case you guys were interested. But a little over 50% of you use Frontier, but only about 30% use Spectrum. So a lot more of you use Frontier than Spectrum, which really doesn't mean that much, but it does play into one of the things I'm going to get involved in here shortly. And you guys are right. Spectrum and Frontier, what they really want to do is they want to convince you guys to do what's called the bulk contract. And you guys should be pretty familiar with that because you're a 1,250 unit community, but one of your sub-associations, I believe called Encore, they're in a bulk contract. Matter of fact, they just renewed. So they're not really part of this negotiation. They would come out, we're only working with 1,000 units. That 250 units that belongs to Encore would be not part of this because they're in a bulk contract. But yeah, Spectrum and Frontier want you to be just like Encore. They want you to either only be with Frontier or only with Spectrum. And they give you a really low discounted price. I mean, it's very enticing. But the problem is they need participation from everybody all year round. And that's just too difficult, you know, for a lot of communities. And we've already talked about that with you guys. It's not even a reality to do what Encore is doing. So we made that clear to Spectrum and Frontier that you don't want to do a bulk contract with either one of them. You want to keep things the way that they are, with leaving everybody have choice of whatever retail that they want. Well, the next thing they want to do is they want to offer you guys exclusive marketing. They want to be the exclusive marketer of the community, and they don't want their competitor to be doing any marketing in the neighborhood. So we've gotten offers from both. Spectrum gave us a $300 upfront door fee if you would just let them market the neighborhood and not let Frontier do it. A $300 door fee would mean we're dealing with 1,000 units here. They're offering a $300,000 upfront signing bonus. But we got a hold of Frontier, and I don't know if it's because Verizon's taken over Frontier or what their motivation is, but they've come up with one of the best offers we've ever had. They want to offer you guys a $350 door fee up front, which is $350,000. But they also want to give you 8% of the revenue generated by this community for the next 10 years, as long as this contract is underway, which means they would also give you about $2,500 a month, every month for the next 10 years. All if you just promise not to go bulk with Spectrum. And they also don't want Spectrum doing any marketing in the neighborhood, which I'm sure you guys wouldn't have any problem with that. And yeah, go ahead.
Right, question. Define marketing, because you can't stop people from putting direct mail out.
No, I mean,
It would be door to door.
this marketing verbiage in here is weak. Yeah, you're exactly right. If Spectrum and Frontier want to really do marketing, nobody does more marketing than telecom. I don't know if you guys know that or not. They're number one in advertising. Nobody spends more money on TV, billboards, radio, direct mail, SEO. You couldn't outmarket them. What they want to do is they want to stop. If you take this money and you take this deal from Frontier, they don't want Spectrum knocking on doors in the neighborhood. They don't want to find Spectrum brochures in your lobby. Probably stuff you guys really aren't that worried about anyways, like I said. And that's it. And they want to have marketing rights in here. Right now, as it stands, Frontier can rely on public access and they can knock on doors in your neighborhood. They're not asking you for something they don't already have. They just don't want a right that they have to be taken away from them after giving you this substantial amount of money. And you guys can see that in writing. They put some terms in there that they want. In me and Steve's experience doing this, they don't ever really take advantage of any of it. You can expect them to market just as much moving forward as they do right now. The only difference is right now, you guys aren't being paid anything. Moving forward, you guys would be getting paid $350,000 up front and $225,000 a month, which over a 10-year period equals about $300,000. So they're offering you $650,000, which, like I said, that's one of the best offers we've ever been able to give anybody. And that's really about a year in the making for me and Steve. Frontier lost a lot of deals over the last year, and they decided they were sick of it. They wanted to start kicking Frontier's or Spectrum's butt, and they're doing it. I mean, this is really hard to match. They're also offering you courtesy accounts. If you guys want to put up to 10 courtesy accounts throughout the community, I don't think you have a use for that many, but I know you have a clubhouse and a pool area, and you might use some guest Wi-Fi in some of those areas. So they're also offering up those courtesy accounts. And that's really the sum of it all. I'm sure you guys have some other questions, but that's really the bulk of it. No pun intended, what we're talking about here.
The Spectrum offer, does it have any monthly, like the 8% rev share?
No, Spectrum's not even close. It's unfortunate. It ebbs and flows. Sometimes Spectrum's got unbeatable offers, but they've been under new leadership this year, and they're trying to tighten their belt, and they're just not being competitive. So that's what we're up against.
You know,
I wanted to say one thing about marketing real quick. Some of it does seem cumbersome and a pain, but there are some advantages to having a marketing representative. If let's say, and I heard you mention social committee earlier, if you guys were having a pool party or 4th of July party or something, if you did go with the Frontier offer, they're willing to sponsor community events just to have, some presence at those events if you want them to. Just little things like that. They want to put brochures in the clubhouse. They work with you at mutually agreed upon times. They're not just going to send a crew out and blanket the property just, on a whim. So there are some restrictions in the contract.
Okay.
excuse me, this would be a 10-year contract then?
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
bulk contracts like what Encore has, those are well known to be 5-year deals. There's very few exceptions to that. It's 99.9% 5-year term. A non-bulk deal like what we're talking about, they come in 10-year terms, and that's industry standard. I don't think I've ever seen one less than 10 years. And it's because Spectrum and Frontier really want you to do the bulk contract. They really want to entice you to go bulk. That's why they won't do like a 5-year deal on a non-bulk, because that might entice you not to do a bulk deal. So that's why they're pretty firm on the 10-year.
An annual increase in the fee or no?
No, not at all. If you take this money from Frontier, they're going to pay you up front and they're going to pay you the rev share. No homeowner would ever even know this happened. And we believe in full transparency. We just like you guys, you want everybody to know. You would never do anything without telling everybody. But I'm just letting you know it's that unimpactful. It would not affect any resident whatsoever. They could still choose Frontier and Spectrum, and you can expect all of the rate increases you would get on a normal retail basis, whether you signed this or not.
Then everybody in the community would still negotiate their individual home rate, do the shuffle where you pit the two of them against each other to get your best deal.
Okay.
So that
That's
wouldn't
right.
impact anybody other than
Correct.
what they're now. So for homeowners, it'll stay status quo. The only difference is we'd be able to add money to the coffers.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're adding $350 and $2,500 a month, it helps everybody lower dues over time. It's just going to go in your operating account, and the next time you're getting this is budget season. I'm sure you guys have seen something in your budget where you're like, we're going to have to add dues. How else could we finance this or that? This is going to help offset dues increases for everybody. That's really all it's about.
Not under my administration, Nick. No new taxes.
You there, George.
Can we sign a deal with both, promising not to sign an exclusive deal with the other?
You can. There technically is a non-exclusive offer from both parties, but right now Spectrum's not offering anything on non-exclusive, and Frontier, I think, was offering a $200 door fee with no rev share, so it would just be less money. There is, though, Spectrum has in the past, and again, it's streaky. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. By you taking this deal with Frontier, if you were to take it, it's a non-bulk deal, but Frontier knows that at any point in time over the next 10 years, if you change your mind and want to do a bulk deal with them, you still can. That door's still open. Well, Spectrum knows that. Spectrum has been known to say, hey, look, no marketing, no nothing. We will do a 10-year agreement if you just promise not to do a bulk deal with Frontier. That's it. They're said they're not doing that right now under their new leadership. And we've been trying to do it for about 2 months with some other communities. So they're playing hardball. But even if you took this Frontier deal, you could down the road, if Spectrum ever says, hey, will they take this deal from us with, to promise not to go bulk with Frontier? We think we could probably get an extra 100,000 out of them. But right now they're playing hardball and saying they won't do it. But I wouldn't let that stop you. If you guys like this Frontier deal, you do your diligence and it checks out, I wouldn't let it stop you from taking that money that they're offering you.
Any other questions for Nick?
Yep.
Nope, all right. Thanks, Nick. I guess at this point, put together the paperwork and send it to Patty. We'll have George look it over, our lawyer, and then,
He did.
okay.
He only had 3 questions, and actually I spoke to Nick about it. So Nick, is the contract gonna be any different than what you originally sent? Or the
No, no, it'll be just like the one I sent. So review that. I think the attorney asked for something which might be on the terms and conditions page. So I'll get clarification on that. He was asking something deep in there. But other than that, think the only other thing he asked is if the term could be reduced. And as far as we know, there is no way to reduce the term. If he has any examples of that, we'll take a look at that. And I think he made a comment that they should be getting more money, but I don't think he knows about the 8% revenue sharing. Because I mean, anybody in this business, basically with the rev share, you guys are getting what's equivalent of a $650 door fee for non-bulk. That's wild. Encore got, I think, a $200 door fee. I'm not talking out of school. They told me that. And usually you're supposed to get a substantially higher door fee for bulk than if you do a non-bulk. This is the exact opposite. You guys are getting basically 3 times the door fee they got on a non-bulk. So I know you guys aren't used to seeing how this goes, but I mean, I can't overstate, this is an incredible offer they're making. Frontier is really, really committed to getting this deal from you guys.
Do we have a drop dead on this when we have to sign it by?
No, it's approved for 60 days.
Okay, perfect. All right, then let's table it for now. I can look over the documents in your free time, and then we'll vote on it at the next board meeting.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Any questions in the meantime, let me know, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
Have a spirited
Thank
meeting.
you. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Nick.
Great news.
Buy a pickleball court and tennis.
Okay, so the next item is proposed addition to the arc with permanent lights and.
Yes, so these are the lights that, the jellyfish lights that we've been talking about since last year.
Mhm.
We've had it gone through the ARC, we've had a couple different
Iterations.
revisions and discussions, and then I sent it to one of our ARC members actually writes code for the county governments. So he looked it over and he didn't find any issues. I sent it to George also, and he approved it. There was no issues that he found.
Okay.
So.
All right, just skimming over it to give everybody so basically it still has to get approved first by the ARC. There is no, it says non-negotiable. Concealment lights must be low profile, discreetly integrated into the home's architecture. Visible wiring and mounting hardware should be minimized or camouflaged, must be professionally installed. You can't do it yourself. Let's see, color limitations, off holidays, outside and designated holidays, light periods must be capable of displaying only white or neutral colors during non-holidays. Can't have excessive flashing, strobing, rapid color changes, blinking, flickering, etc. Let's see, placement restrictions, general permanent holiday, restricted to roof lines, eaves, and trim, so no going around windows and things like that indoors, right? Must be able to, let's see, dimming feature. And then it talks about when you can use it. Let's see. When lights can be on. Christmas, Hanukkah, Diwali, New Year's Eve, Easter, Halloween, 4th of July, Veterans Day, and Memorial Day. Maintenance system must be kept in good condition. Minimum light pollution, don't bother your neighbors. And then something about a grandfather clause if you've already installed these. All right,
Do we have anything in there about, time of day, like, so that these things aren't on, 2 AM?
Oh, we had it.
that is a good point. It's not in there. I didn't see that. That is definitely something that should be incorporated.
Unless it's somewhere else in the,
There in the original document, there was a time limit for the amount of
Yeah.
days prior to and after
Yeah.
the holiday.
3 days and 2 days, 3 days before, 2 days after for
Right.
special events.
So it'd be like Christmas lights. So the Christmas lights, sometimes people leave them on overnight.
Mhm.
That's true.
It was just a question if we need to, I don't know if we have a problem with that, but if we wanted to include,
Add that
off by
in.
midnight or something,
Right.
10 o'clock or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I know.
if people want to leave their Christmas lights on all night, I mean, people do that, right?
It's true.
Right.
So, let's see, I know that we already have rules for holiday decorations, there's certain like time period.
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering, like if we had
Yeah.
something already that.
Right, because this says like, you can be displayed on Christmas, and then it says December 25th, but obviously you're gonna have your Christmas lights on. And
Right,
the
even-
ARC talks about the time frame before and after we can do that.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, I don't,
I think it's okay.
yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, motion to approve the addition of these guidelines into the ARC for permanent holiday lighting.
I'll second.
Second, any further discussion, any questions, complaints? Anybody want to argue against it?
No.
No,
I second it.
everybody likes holidays, huh?
Everybody like the holiday.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mhm.
Aye.
Aye.
None
Thanks,
opposed,
Evan.
motion carries. That's cool. That's cool.
Now, the second one in front of you is the policy, no, sorry, the addition.
Decorative concrete landscape edging.
Yes.
See, okay. So. Did you write this one, Patty?
No, I helped. One of the homeowners here in the community that is
Okay.
very aware of it.
Oh, so we got a narrative from a homeowner, and so this may not be the approved,
No, this one's for discussion.
what's that? This is just for discussion,
Discussion.
okay, and then we determine if we want to allow it, then we're gonna write a,
Right,
Okay.
well, we can approve it with what's in the little.
Yeah. all right, so. Basically, long story short, it's formed and shaped concrete edging that goes around flower beds and things like that. We've all seen it. Right now, the only thing allowed around flower beds is black, yeah, I know, I'm
Right.
familiar.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you,
Henry, you wanna see?
I'll reserve. The proposed amendment would say homeowners may install decorative concrete landscape edging. Subject to prior written approval from the ARC, the following requirements: edging must be uniform in height and style, selected color must complement the exterior of the home, approved color palettes may include neutral tones such as tan beige, gray stone, brown earth tone, etc. There's a couple others. Bright fluorescent or highly contrasting colors are prohibited. Edging is permitted only around existing or newly approved planting beds. Edging may not exceed beyond 12 inches in width and must not interfere with drainage easements. Edging must be maintained in good repair. And then it talks about ARC approval process. So yeah, they give a bunch of different colors. And then it looks like points that we can consider. Color approval process requires homeowners to select a pre-approved color palette. We don't really have anything like that. Height and style restrictions, we can modify that. Material quality, maintenance of enforcement, and then environmental capability. So all things, this is. Obviously, this document is not ready to go. This is just a draft. But it's open for discussion. Does anybody have any feelings about this one way or another? Cause I have thoughts, but I'm gonna save my thoughts for the end. I don't want to influence the audience. Kevin?
I think one concern would be is if it posed any kind of drainage issues.
Okay,
If you have a neighbor who has this and is causing drainage issues where water is standing because concrete will hold the water back. That could become an issue. And if that was an issue and a neighbor brought it up, then we would have to reserve the right to make them remove it. Because you can't have your neighbor flooding your house because they put in some edging. So that would be one thing that I would be cautious of, and then can't put it in the parkway because it's an easement. So you can't put it in the parkway around your tree because then if somebody has to come in and do something, if the tree needs to be replaced, we're not replacing concrete edging, so I wouldn't put it in parkways. Those are the things that I consider, and also, yeah, height restrictions are important and color.
Parkway?
The street
Parkway,
easement.
the easement between your sidewalk and the street is,
Hmm.
that's a Chicago term, maybe, the parkway.
You know, we don't have a word for that in New Jersey. Like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, you
There's-
don't have left-hand turns in New Jersey.
Yeah.
We've been over this.
There's not a word for the space, like, I found this out, this was interesting, the space between the sidewalk and the street, that grassy area,
It's a parkway.
we don't have a word for it in New Jersey.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just-
probably called it a parkway. Because it's an easement. You don't, I mean, you technically own it, but you don't. So yeah, I would make sure that it's out of any easements. Cause you don't wanna have to deal with that then. If somebody has to get access to an easement and they crack it or break it, we're not paying for it.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, aesthetically, it looks nice. So,
And the drain issues, the only, the one thing I want to bring up, they do have like weep holes that they
they put in,
put in through it.
so it'll
So that's
drain
it.
out. And that comes down to professional installation, right?
Exactly.
If you hire some guy in a truck and he comes in and with a bag of cement and does it with a trowel and doesn't do it the right way, then you have drainage, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely not a DIY project either. I would
Mhm.
have to make sure that there's professional installation required. And submit obviously to our committee beforehand. You have questions?
Say I just had this burning down in my former house. And I never had a water issue because I had the spouse, I had the professional company.
Yeah.
Send the spouse over, it never was a problem, so,
Yeah, just trying to think, of problems that could arise.
yeah, but it has to be professional.
It has to be professionally done. This is not a DIY project for sure.
Yes.
I think the only thing I would wanna caution to is in addition to the color. Kind of color palette is that they can't have like. Crazy designs or anything. It needs to be sort of natural. Looking if we were to allow it.
Yeah, you couldn't do a scalloped edge along it. or
Yeah,
something.
nothing
It has to
with
be
like
flat.
flowers or palm trees or whatever on it, you know.
Right.
What do you think? Board elder?
It brings up the value of the home, if it's done properly,
Right.
with the home values going the way they are. I think we should don't allow anything that's gonna increase values.
What are your thoughts?
Henry, what do you think about this concrete engine?
No, I'm all for it. I mean, I like concrete or even the block edging as well, as long as it's professionally installed. Once again, it's better than plastic edging. It's more money. It's value to the community, but it's got to be professional.
Yeah.
It's the long-term maintenance.
I guess I'm the odd man out. I just don't, I don't think it looks nice. I think it looks like Boyette Springs.
I
Looks
think,
like what?
Like Boyette Springs.
I think if it's done correctly with the right colors and the way it's attached to the home.
Yeah. I'm not a fan.
Mhm.
Not a fan, but I can be outvoted. So, okay, well, I guess if somebody wants to take charge of this and write up the ARC amendment, yes, ma'am,
Questions?
yes.
This officer over at Concord sent out an email to everyone, saying, with the big rain that we did have, not this past week with my saw, but 2-3 weeks ago, all the, mulch and everything just went flying into the sidewalks and it stayed there
Mhm,
for
mhm.
like 2 weeks, it's not been cleaned up. And it's for lack of border, and it's for lack of good mulch. And he said, that did you read that email?
Yes.
He was saying people with their, baby carriages, their strollers, et cetera, can't through on the sidewalks. So it is something to consider.
Yes, absolutely.
So. Am I allowed to speak? It's like, if I'm not, say shut up.
We wouldn't say shut.
Your 3 minute.
3 minutes, I'm gonna go real quick. So I just bought. my
Is
house
this on topic?
On same top.
Okay.
So I just,
Oh, wait a minute, no. No, that's not what we're thinking.
it's the same issue,
But you,
mulch and boarding.
but this is just to write the contract. What was right for ARC guidelines.
But I also have the vendor right there, because I asked him to give some information to the community.
Right, but I will share that with them after,
Okay,
and then be able to.
You wanna come back to that at the end, Patty?
Yeah, we'll come back.
Yeah.
so I
community
did bring that
comments.
vendor out and told him that this was a conversation that may come up.
Great, great.
And he's very interested in, I think he's very high priced, by the way,
Mm.
compared to what I already know it is to be. My goal, I just replaced my saw. Putting down that plastic PVC stuff, oh, come on, they take their lawnmowers and they fly right over it, and then all the mulch goes out of the street. So we do need a little bit of a
Yeah.
2025 concept of our ones. I'm
Okay.
happy with this, it's great.
You're good. Sorry, I didn't realize you had these.
I didn't pay or see, has no rules on this, on the stuff that I'm reading up. So I just did a little presentation to y'all to start the conversation. Can we talk about some options?
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that at the end. That sounds great. You know, this board is not opposed to new things. We've approved metal roofs. We just approved
Do that.
attachment lights, you know, we do all kinds of things, so
Yes, you can.
let's do it. Well, all right, we'll come back to that. So that was, we'll call that discussion table for now. Policy for violation, fine waiver reduction, what are we looking at here, Patty?
Yes, we will see. So that's when we had a homeowner that has to reduce their fees for
Fine,
the
oh,
homes.
Mhm.
So it's either 200, 500, or
Right.
the 4,000. This is the 200 and 500. We put 200 and 500 in there. Which is a mandatory fee once you go to the final committee,
Mhm.
and this was George approved also.
I'm good with it. Gives the board the option to reduce if necessary or keep the fine as is. So I'll motion to approve this, I guess.
I'll second.
Becca seconds.
So,
See it?
let's see, to go through it real quick here. This policy is to allow a homeowner that brought their. So let's say a homeowner had a violation and they were fined $1,000 in total, and they said, look, I fixed everything. I know I didn't do it on time, but I fixed everything, so could you reduce my fine? This allows the board at its discretion to reduce the assessed fine to an amount ranging from $250 to $500 per violation upon payment of the reduced amount. The remaining balance of the fine shall be deemed forgiven. And it goes into timeframes when the payment's got to be made. It talks about if your fine is reduced and then you still don't pay it back, then it goes back up to 1,000. There's takesy backsies, apparently. All right,
That's a legal term, I'm assuming.
takesy backsies, yes, it's right on page 3. You can see that, Chad.
Henry, do you have any comments?
No, not at all. Think it's good.
So basically it gives us the option to, we can, but do not have to.
Right.
Exactly.
Gives us some leeway.
It allows us flexibility if there's a hardship situation or something of that nature that we need to, be accommodating to. But
Yes, I agree.
All right. It's been motioned. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? None opposed. Motion carries.
I need a very final comment. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next one.
Okay, so we have an appeal.
Pardon?
So 13926 Lake Fishhawk Drive.
There was never no, I thought it was one before.
They are appealing a landscaping addition. Oh, this is the decorative concrete curbing.
Yes, so he wants a decorative concrete curving, and they live right over here on the corner.
My neighbors have some, so I wanted to see what is needed. You said. Who
Your
had?
neighbor has some, they're out of, no, shame.
Nope,
Yeah.
they're fine. I checked into it, they're fine. Unfortunately.
And two.
No. Hey, so, John Hancock.
Thank you.
Henry, are you gonna be around in the near future?
Yeah, I'll be around. You need me to stop in and sign that?
If that'd be great, I'll leave it on my desk.
Okay, yeah, I'll come by tomorrow.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
So this homeowner, is this a backyard project?
Yes,
The
it is.
back and side. yard.
So they live right here on the corner, they live in Westlake, and so you really cannot see their backyard. There's like a portion, they have enough bushes standing top to bottom that you can't see, but they don't wanna do the full project if they can't get the concrete block. So
And
they're-
this is also talking about the turf too, right? It also has a turf.
Yes. But because it's in the backyard, we can't see it,
Mhm.
so like the other homeowners. We can't, with the new law, we can't see it.
Oh, I see, and he's narked out his neighbor by including photos of his neighbor's house too.
But it's in the front, and I saw it before, and
How kind.
that situation, it was the transition from builder to Rosetta. The paperwork got lost when he submitted the application.
Mhm.
After 60 days, he was allowed to have it, and he got it.
Mm.
So he has the paperwork, he showed it to me, he's actually the one that helped write the concrete border.
Interesting. So, a couple thoughts on this. One, it's, the fence is fine,
Mhm.
right? Everybody has this fence. The fence is not the reason it was declined.
Right.
AstroTurf or fake grass, we've approved fake grass in people's backyards before, but not front yards.
Exactly.
So that's fine. You just can't have it in the front yard. And then the decorative edging, I guess, is the long pole in the tent here.
Yes.
Again, I mean, I have to default to Florida law where it says that an HOA can't dictate what you do in the backyard as long as you're neighbors or you can't see it from the street. So in that instance,
But the concrete border is in the front,
concrete borders in the front.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a different story.
everything else is in the back,
Mhm.
but the concrete border is in the front.
But he doesn't want to do anything if he doesn't get all of it.
Yeah.
Like if we prove his fence and his turf, that's,
He's- I'm sorry.
he's not on. I would motion to approve the fence and turf. And decline concrete edging until we get
The rule,
further community
Yeah.
guidelines published.
I agree.
And then have they, yeah. What was their border? Is that the picture of the border that we saw earlier that they want to install? This one?
Yeah, the gray one, exactly. Yeah, that's from their packet.
Yeah,
Is there a second for my motion?
I'll second your
Thank you,
motion.
Kevin.
Sorry, I just had a question. Yeah.
Anybody want to talk about it? Anyone talk about the motion?
No, I think we need to further vet out the concrete.
Okay,
I said, who wants to help me with the concrete? Do you
Good.
wanna help with the concrete writing of the
Sure.
guidelines? Okay.
all right. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 None opposed. None opposed, motion carries.
It's gonna be
What
industrial.
if I opposed my own motion?
That would be interesting.
I mean, you could, right? Like, because when you do, like, according to the rules of order, Robert's rules of order, right? You have to motion, and then someone must second it. And then you discuss, and then you vote.
Right.
So if I say, hey, I'd like to motion to spend $1 million on Patty's pickleball court. As long as I get somebody to motion it, second it, we can discuss it. And then we can all vote no.
Yeah.
I vote yes, but I'll put it in for them.
All right, let's see. Next issue at hand is India Ridge front porch fence. All right.
The white fence.
Yes.
Oh, they have it. So they have a white fence around their front porch right now.
Yeah.
It's
The
PVC.
Yeah, that's against all of our rules.
So. Let's practice Robert's rules. Motion to approve the white fence. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
You wanna?
Oh, snap. Rebecca seconded. All right.
We can vote on it.
All right, let's discuss.
It doesn't match the house, it doesn't match the other fence, it's not the right material.
And it clearly says in the guidelines not to use the
Yeah,
PVC. so-
and it doesn't look good, in my opinion. Yeah,
Yeah, I got it right here, brother.
gotcha.
All right, sir, do you see the picture?
No,
Do you want to see it?
no, it's just on the side there.
Yeah, the white, and then it's in the front. Across, both the bushes cover it. You can see it if you look through the bushes.
Well, that is ugly.
Tell us what you really think, Jeff.
Is that here or is that Queens, New York?
Okay.
All right, I think we're ready to vote. So the motion was to approve it. All in favor, say aye. All opposed in the motion, say nay.
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 Unanimous nays have it. No white fence. Okay. What's next? Waiver request for violation. Request that are sent, conversation. Patty, what's the gist of this?
So this one. This homeowner, hold on, this house is not lived in. It comes a few times a year. The family comes a few times a year from Ohio. They have $1,000 fine for 6 months it was sitting. And she's offering to pay $100 of it, but doesn't know when she's gonna get the violations fixed. But she's working on it from Ohio,
What is the
So-
violation, please?
The lawn was bare.
and then she had trees,
Mhm.
and then
So she's been fined, didn't fix anything, and then wants to have the fine reduced.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna motion to talk about this. Anybody want to talk about this?
No, and she's not willing to pay
And
the
if she-
fine,
Yeah,
and she
she's
hasn't
not
been,
giving us a date when it's gonna be fixed.
right, and it hasn't been fixed with no end in sight of it being blighted, so.
Right.
All right, let's move on. What's the next thing? We got proposals, mass save a tree, master common area tree trimming, $2,500.
that's at the pool, sorry.
There it is, save a tree. All right. Tree maintenance, so it's dog park and pool. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
who brought, Patty, is it?
This is our yearly stuff, yeah.
Okay. We have a budget for this, I
Yeah.
assume?
Yeah, all of the mulch is budgeted for. Mhm.
Motion to approve $2,500 to trim the trees at the dog park and the pool. Is there a second?
I'll say.
All right, so discussion. So it looks like it's a lot of trees, 17 trees at the dog park and roughly 12 plus 6 plus 6, I don't know, 30 plus. There's like 30 trees at the pool that gotta be trimmed.
Gonna do it.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
okay. All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Dirty Deeds exterior cleaning proposes chemical clean and brighten of our wood deck for $2,762 or $22,760.64. Where is this, Patty? Is this deck right
Yes,
here?
the whole thing, every piece of wood, so it's all one color until we can have it redone next year.
Yeah, it doesn't look fantastic.
No, it needs some power washing for sure.
Is this power washing or?
Yes. So it's a soft clean first, so he puts a chemical on it
Uh-huh.
to get the dirt off, and then he comes back and he does it.
Pressure, pressure wash.
Yeah, but not the.
Not high pressure because it'll ruin the wood.
Exactly.
So it's
So he
soft.
did these buildings.
Mhm.
So we had the green mold and I tried them out and he did good.
What does he want for this?
2,700?
Is that in the packet?
Yes.
I don't see it. It's not in the packet.
I see all the sunrise stuff. I don't see it in there.
No, I thought it was just me.
No,
It's not.
It's rolling, I can't see it. Wait, is it after the sunrise?
No, I went
So
through.
there's a, yeah, there was only one page.
Okay.
Patty, I think, I don't know. We're gonna replace the deck next year.
This, I know.
Just save the $2,700.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's half done, there's one color over there.
I do hate it. It does look really bad.
I think
Yes.
so, Trish.
Yeah, but if you go out there in another hour, it looks all the same.
It does not look different than part of it.
Right, and it gets.
Yeah. Huh?
It gets-
And some of the boards have been replaced due to rot. So
All right,
longer term, the entire deck is gonna have to be replaced due to just it's rotting out.
let's see
So
what happens.
the question is, do we spend the money now and then later or?
Yeah, I know.
Motion to approve $2,760.64 to clean the deck that Patty has to look every day.
I
Is there
will
a second?
I will second.
Kevin seconds. Any discussion?
I think it'll look nicer.
I think it's a waste of money, but that's my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know, I think we're, we're pretty stiff on our rules about people keeping their yards up and people keeping their houses neat. I think we need to follow that same suit.
I agree.
You just won me over.
$2,700 is a lot for power
Yeah, I mean, it
washing,
does
but
look really bad.
we're not gonna replace it for a year, so
Yeah.
at least.
Well, and they have to clean it, they have to wash it twice, right? So they have to first chemically treat it, scrub it, and then they have to wash it again.
Mhm.
So and it's a lot of square footage if you look at how much wood is out there. It's bigger than your driveway.
Henry, any
Right.
comments?
Yeah, I mean, is this budgeted?
It is, in the maintenance
Yeah,
allowance.
we have general maintenance and upkeep. I don't know. what-
How much do we have over this 27? My concern is they start pressure washing and we find a whole lot more rot in that wood and have to start replacing more boards.
That is gonna happen, because we know that there's enough, we've been doing board by board, and like we just redid the ramp, we did half of the steps out by the lake 2 years ago.
Mhm.
I think if they do find boards like that need to be replaced, that's a good thing.
Right.
Because we don't want somebody else, like Luther, the security guard, put his foot through one of the boards because we didn't know it was rotten. And then he had to put cones around it and stuff. Thank God he wasn't injured.
Right, and we have
So-
a maintenance guy that can do it if that's found.
Right, and they'll find that during the.
I'd rather pressure wash the fine than some kid's foot,
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
but yeah, that's a good point. Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed?
You can say nay, it's okay. We don't have to be unanimous on
Okay, all right, four ayes, one nay. The ayes have it. We'll pressure push the deck. Mulch installation. $14,090.41. All right, motion to approve $14,090.41 of mulch throughout the master common area.
I'll second.
Second, let's discuss. Patty, where is all this mulch going?
Everywhere from the front of the parking lot, all the way, all of our beds in here, and then that back here, and
And
it's this.
Hold on.
mulch, it's not that.
So I'm seeing 14,000 here, but I'm seeing 18,000 in the
There's eight-
packet.
oh,
Yeah, I think you just made a typo in the agenda, that's all.
Yeah. I think it's-
Correction to the motion, it's $18,090.41. That's the quote from Sunrise.
Okay, meeting minutes are updated.
Yeah, it's 245 cubic yards of mulch.
that's a lot.
Price listed includes all labor and materials as well as offsite disposal of all mulch packaging. No pine straw mulch to be used.
Nope.
And yeah. Are we budgeted for mulch? Let me look at this real quick.
18,090. Yeah, we are budgeted for mulch. I don't know how much is in the budget though. We definitely budgeted for mulch.
Stand-in treasurer, Rebecca. Does it feel like old times?
Yeah.
She's getting a little PTSD, I think.
Yeah, so we have, there's $15,000 in the budget for mulch, and then we have additional. Let me see, how much what is the year to date? Year to date variance, okay, so,
Not as much.
yeah, so we did use some in mulch, so we have $10,000 remaining in mulch. And we have $22,000 in landscape improvements that, we haven't used for the year, so.
We should be good.
Mhm.
All right. All in favor of mulching the neighborhood, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Next one,
Sandpiper mulch.
sandpiper mulch. Wow, 25,000, they get more mulch than, this is for the
Yeah.
entire community, right?
Yeah. And theirs is piecemeal, so they had to go in between the houses, pull out,
Mhm, mhm.
and then go underneath all the bushes.
Pull up their budget real quick.
See.
Yeah.
All right, they,
We haven't spent much over there at all this year. 1 or 2 bushes, that's it.
sandpiper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at their budget and we budgeted $0 for mulch this year.
No, we did not put mulch in
Hmm?
for
Yeah,
this
we put it
year.
in the contingency.
Yeah, let me see, what do we have in there?
Now, we did budget $25,000 for tree removal and tree trimming in sandpiper.
Yeah, and we have, there's 16,600 in contingency remaining, and then in landscaping. Year to date, we are $28,000 underspent, so I think we have,
28,000 underspent.
So they have the money.
All
we
right,
have the money.
All right.
We need to make a motion to approve, what is it?
It's $25,991.12.
For mulch in the
Sandpiper.
sandpiper.
Yeah, this is the townhouse.
Is there any other quotes? Or are we only getting from one source?
I just primarily take care of it through Sunrise because they can work in our schedule because most people want to do it sooner. And we only allow them to put it in after the hurricane season, but before the holiday season.
So it's a narrow window.
Was that your concern, ma'am? Hurricanes?
Good mulch now, so we can vote all on the sidewalks.
It's all right, wait till after the hurricanes. All right, motion to approve $25,991.12 for mulch and sandpaper. Is there a second?
All right,
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries.
I will say though that Sandpiper, they probably, are not Sandpiper, Sunrise probably needs to look at some of the pricing on this. It's kind of pricey.
Yeah, by all means, if we find a cheap, like, just a mulch company that does mulch.
Mhm.
But then you don't know the kind of mulch you're getting, that's the only thing about it.
Yeah,
I mean, I.
No, but I would at least use it to get Sunrise to come back with a better quote,
Okay,
Yeah,
just to keep them honest.
I think I did a quick math and it was like $78 a yard. Cubic there.
I'll ask Tom tomorrow,
Yeah, so,
yeah, somebody can bring it down, so.
let's see. 18,000 divided by 245 is, yeah, the treasure is $73
yeah,
a cubic yard.
Yeah.
Is that the going price?
I will check.
and I don't know how much, what.
Because the bags you get at the hardware store are cubic feet, not yards.
Yeah.
So
Right.
those are usually around $4 a bag.
6.
And so you'd have to have, so
Like how many yards in a foot? or how many
there's 3 feet in
a
a yard, but it's cubic, so it's 3 by 3 by 3.
Right,
yard?
no, but is it 9 or 27 at that point?
It's 27 square, that's 27 cubic feet. So take 245.
It's $8, okay, so
Yeah,
that's not so bad.
$8 installed isn't bad when
Yeah,
you figure that if
that's
you buy it from the Boy Scouts, it's like $5 a bag.
Yeah, okay,
And that's delivery, installation and cleanup.
yeah, okay.
For the Boy Scouts?
No, not the Boy Scouts. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay.
for Sunrise. They're not, it's not that bad when you figure delivery
Exactly.
and all the other stuff.
putting it
involved,
out,
And
yeah.
putting it
Okay,
in,
yeah.
and installation and cleanup.
It seemed like it was really $73, seemed like it was a bigger number, and then
But because
when
it's,
you think about
yeah,
it.
because when we buy it at the hardware store, it's cubic feet, not
Mhm.
cubic yards.
Exactly.
I just do landscaping.
Yeah.
Shoving mulch size.
I used to dig graves, you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Did not, but that explains a lot.
Dig graves. When I was a teenager, I worked in a graveyard and I dug graves.
I was to create them.
Kept us in business.
Oh, geez.
Moving on. Sagewood mulch.
It's only business.
Yeah, it's just business. Sagewood mulch. All right, so motion to approve $17,721.22 from mulch in Sagewood. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Kevin seconds. Let's take a look at their budget, make sure they have it. Jeff, thank you for joining the board.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you make it interesting, my friend. I love it.
So again, mulch, yeah.
Yeah, no mulch in the budget, but, year to date. The total landscaping, we're 36,000 under spent for the
Okay.
year, so we have,
Yeah,
yeah,
and the only thing I'm gonna use is another 5,000.
Okay, I don't think we need any further discussion on that then. The numbers are what matters. All in favor, say aye.
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 None opposed, motion carries. Paired villas, mulch for paired villas. Motion to approve $22,151.52 for mulch throughout the paired villas. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Kevin seconds.
was that?
Discussion. Rebecca, would you mind telling us the numbers?
Yeah, so there is no money specifically for mulch. We're almost $8,300 underspent for landscaping for the year. And we have landscaping repairs, we have $10,000 available.
Did you say 8,300 or 83,000?
8,300.
So they're about
Did I say that?
18,000 total.
So they're still short for.
There's-
Yeah,
Yeah, they're short about 4,500.
Yeah,
But that's just on landscaping, so let me look, so their total for the year, they have 85,000, net, of net income, so we wanna spend that money before the end of the year, so we don't get taxed on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So
Okay,
take it over. That makes sense. It's only 4,500 to carry over.
yeah, very well.
And there's contingency there, so.
Got it. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Alright.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Sod replacement at 5702 Colonial Glen
Colony Glen.
Colony, yeah.
So with this one, this is the one that Tom spoke to you guys about last month. This is the torpedo grass,
Mhm.
that's taken over that whole corner lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot of money. I mean, but it's only gonna get worse,
Mm,
but it's $5,200.
yeah, because they have to cut it all out, then they have to treat the dirt underneath it and then re-topsoil it and then resod it. So that it doesn't come back, because it's really tough to kill.
Or go to the neighbor's house.
Yeah, or go to the neighbor's house.
Right down the street.
Right.
well, we just talked about their budget, so they have some money that we need to use, so.
All right, motion to approve $6,200 for sod replacement for this home. Is there a second?
I'll second, Rebecca seconds.
Rebecca seconds. Discussion, 6,200 seems like a lot of money.
It's because of the process that they have to go through that they explained. They have to tear it all out, then they have to remove the topsoil, then they have to prep the undersoil so that nothing, all the roots are dead.
Mhm.
Then they have to put new
Well,
topsoil
just blacktop it.
in the basketball court.
Yeah, right. So it is 3,600 square feet.
It's a
Uh,
whole-
It's big, it's.
It is a
yeah.
big chunk.
That's big.
That's not the standard, that's because they're.
Yeah, you can
They're-
see it's like, oh, mhm.
Okay. Any other discussion?
No.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Yeah.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Next one is a lawn top dress for 5812 Village Center Drive of $1,224. What is a lawn top dress? Is it just putting dirt down or?
Yeah, the homeowner asked if we could throw some dirt down on the front of that property. Cause the water drainage is.
Oh, it's like
Oh.
uneven land? Okay, motion to approve $1,224 for lawn top dress for this 5812 Village Center. Is there a second?
A second.
Any discussion? Questions?
Nope.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Guys. Westlake mulch, motion to approve $5,537.88 for mulching Westlake. Second,
I'll second.
thank you. Rebecca, finances?
They have $4,600 in mulch, budget and. Their total landscape is under budget by 18,000, so they have the money.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carries. Wonderful. Old business, we have any old business on the agenda?
Yeah, wait.
Huh?
There's one more. Did you
Where's
move
my
me?
dirt?
No, I did everything. We
Did I
just
do?
did.
Do I?
Oh.
No, there's my dirt.
You dirt.
Oh, my dirt.
Check your mail.
It's that one. You just,
Oh, I'm sorry, Patty. It's
know.
not on the agenda.
yes, it is on the agenda. You went right past it, didn't you?
All right, so you want dirt, so is this this dirt that's washing out from the sidewalk behind the lake house here?
Yes.
How much do you want?
It's
No.
not on the agenda.
Are you kidding me?
You get 3 minutes.
It's like the voice of God.
Sing.
No.
It's not on the agenda.
The old business, I know.
Do you have a ballpark and we can approve up to a certain amount so that we don't
Yeah,
keep it
no,
from happening?
I
No.
have the exact amount. It
Okay.
is $4,377.18.
Okay, and this comes out of the master?
Yes.
How's our master finance,
Oh, master
And
site.
remember, we just approved mulch
Yeah,
and tree trimming
master has plenty of
and,
money.
and pressure washing.
No, it's fine.
Henry, you're really helpful tonight, huh?
Gotta
That's,
count those pennies.
yeah, they have money we're gonna need to use. They have their netting.
take out, make sure we account for, how much is the pool project that we still have to spend? We wrote him a check already for,
That's coming out of reserves. That's a whole
Oh,
different account.
some of it is, some of it comes. out.
Yes, some of it comes out of operating.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, for the.
So, cause we have 400,000, which is the,
Yeah.
for the pool, and some of that is gonna come out.
Yeah.
But they have their $460,000 available.
Mhm. Right.
From the budget for the year, so, and we know we're gonna spend some of that, but, I mean, for $4,000, we've got it.
I think we should do it because the dirt is washing out from the
Yep.
sidewalk and it's gonna be more expensive to
To
fix a
replace the
concrete
sidewalk.
sidewalk when it cracks,
Yep.
so. How much money do you need? Not to exceed, vote to not to exceed $5,000 for dirt. Fill dirt,
$4,377.18.
$4,377
Yep.
And 18 cents.
and 18 cents. Motion to approve $4,377.18. Jeff seconds.
Say that total again, sorry.
$4,377.18. They're gonna
Okay.
come bring trucks of dirt and put
Yep,
it.
I'm putting it dirt.
Dirt.
How much was when they were gonna put in the little bushes and stuff around there? How much was that?
The bushes around, over at the dog park?
No, right around here when they were,
Oh, yeah.
you had asked for that, because I remember it was expensive, but that's expensive.
That was a
Looking
little-
guy.
That was
That
actually,
was-
okay.
yeah, that was probably like
Multi-millionaire.
20,000.
It's like,
Okay.
well, what do you do? He's like, I sell dirt. Dirt is very profitable.
Say, I ain't setting a business for me, I'm going to
Yeah.
the business.
The developers in Illinois,
Mhm.
when they came in to build the homes, they would take a farm field, they'd rip all the topsoil off and leave the clay underneath and then sell the topsoil off.
Wow.
And then you'd get 2 inches of topsoil for your grass.
All
There's
right.
a lot of money in dirt.
Did we vote yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Henry said yes, we're good.
All in favor of the dirt project, say aye.
Aye. I love dirt.
I
Thank you.
Great. Patty always has a few saved rounds. Oh, I have a saved round from before we get to resident comments. I know that's next. We interviewed a treasurer
Oh, yeah.
yesterday.
Good.
To replace BAS as our bookkeeper. It's gonna be fantastic. It's cheaper than BAS. We're gonna get better service. They're based out of Brandon. And they're gonna come to every HOA meeting.
Oh, good.
And brief us on our finances.
That's good.
That sounds great.
It's gonna be fantastic. I'm very excited.
That makes me sleep better at night.
Yeah, very excited about this. We'll still have like a board treasurer probably
We'll still have the
to
liaison.
watch over it and check the books and things, but this is gonna be phenomenal. I'm very excited.
That's good.
And he agreed to learn Appfolio. And
It's not, hard.
And the new company.
yeah, and then
It's not.
AI.
down the road, yeah, maybe next year, maybe the year after. See, I'm hesitant to pull the trigger now because it's new technology and wait for it to mature some. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, get a call. Okay. Patty, anything else? Is that it?
That's all I have, other than signatures.
All right. Can we go to resident comments now?
Yes.
All right, who wants to go first? You are here for clay edge or clay edges.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
We're here because we had applied for our backyard landscaping to be completed after pool installation. And we would like it approved because it's all Florida friendly plants. It's in our backyard. And it also involves us having our irrigation completed for the yard and resodding the rest of the yard because the irrigation is put in before that. So right now between us and our neighbor, there's no grass because we haven't had resodding because of climate irrigation. So it all like one comes before the other. So first we have to get the backyard completed to have the irrigation to do the sod.
Mhm.
And we've been okay with having some green grass right now because it's been the rainy season, but we know, come the end of October. It becomes the drier season and all our grass will turn brown as well, that's for me. So,
This is a backyard project.
Mhm.
It is not barely visible from the street. You have to stand there and look pretty
and
rough.
it's a beautiful plan, and it's on, our landscaper has it on Halifax.com for his business, and you can see the plan. And, it also involves the shrubs that are gonna block our pool equipment for being viewed from the street right now. But of course,
Yeah.
before any of that gets installed, the irrigation back up.
Do we know why it was declined by the ARC? What was the reason you were given?
The reason was, it said different plants that were selected were not on the approved list.
Do
In
you,
the ARC document.
do we have a list of plants?
You cannot list all of the plants in the ARC document, I would submit.
So when we.
No, I mean your list, the plants that you're installing.
Yeah, sure. The original request was also detailed.
And we also have, this is a 2D from that lists all of this. But they're all Florida friendly plants. The landscaper has worked in Encore and the preserve over by Woody's Car Wash, and he's done a lot of neighborhood.
Mhm.
Yeah,
but they're not part of ours.
So he's
and-
a higher end landscaper, his work is beautiful. David Wheatley over in Encore was actually presenting people with him as a landscaper and doing the builder's landscaping, so. A bunch of the people over there have had him do landscaping from initially when that house was built. I do have the other, the actual pictures of that I printed out.
Okay, so I have a question. This is members' comments. They're not on the agenda for an appeal.
I know.
They didn't appeal. They didn't submit the paperwork correctly. You went against every rule that we have here in the association. You violated these people's privacy. Your landscaper went to this man's house.
I didn't know he.
We have no control over.
You gave him the address.
No, he actually gave us the addresses. He found them on the website. I don't know if they're on. He
They're not
actually
listed.
provided us the addresses, and that's why I sent the mailing. That was all we did. We didn't go to people's houses, and I didn't know
He did. And I mean, I think that's so offensive and wrong that he even had that information.
But he
And-
pulled the addresses. I didn't know if they were on, because it was a list of the board of directors and their addresses.
It's not their addresses, the address is here.
Those are personal
Those
homes.
are personal home that was
Yes.
violated
Yes, I
So,
know,
and
but
he
I-
went to somebody else's personal home and rang their doorbell.
twice.
Yeah, I don't agree with him doing that.
No, to
But I-
You're unaware of it.
Yeah, we weren't aware he did that, but at the same time, I don't.
I understand
feel
you're
that-
unaware of it, but if he's your contractor, he's acting on your behalf, so therefore makes you responsible.
Well, I don't know that I agree with that. I mean,
I
they
do.
can't, they can't control,
I'm with you.
yeah, they can't control what that
Yeah,
contractor
yeah.
does, and if
E-
he.
e- Especially in
But he's
business.
representing them. I mean,
Well,
he-
I
Yeah, but-
understand, but
but a
that's
lot
not
of times in
their,
business-
they didn't tell him to go there.
Can't control what
So,
other people are doing.
so I
Especially
I
if they got
absolutely
agenda
agree.
to make money.
the contractor coming to people's homes and, you know,
But even
That-
why
that's
would you
inappropriate.
write to them directly? I am here to funnel all the information and protect them. They're volunteers. I'm the one that's paid, Jennifer's the one that's paid. They're volunteers. I don't want them involved until they need to be involved, and then I give them a 3-hour meeting. Mark is involved on a regular basis because he has to be, because he's the board president. But it's not fair to you, for you to go and send them a letter at their personal house. I mean,
Well, everyone gets letters from businesses if they
but
didn't
you're not a
choose to read it.
business.
I know, but
I mean,
people
I-
get personal letters from people all the time, and this was just me saying.
I
I'd
don't
like
wanna
you
go
to
by the
see the
rules, the
beautiful
way, okay,
pictures of
so
our
the what, you
house.
want me to explain it with the way we understood it and some of the rest of the board members? That you didn't like the way the rules were, so you're gonna try and go around the rules to get what you want.
No,
That's
I-
exactly how it came across.
so when we first applied, August 7th.
Mhm.
We waited for the next ARC meeting, and then we
Right.
were told the day after that it was denied.
Right?
So it was a submit the appeal.
Mhm.
So I submitted the appeal.
To the
My thought
ARC.
was to submit it to everybody so that I thought it was going to the board of directors, ARC committee together, since the ARC had
In
denied
the
it.
letter, it's clearly states to submit the appeal to the office. So it can be presented at the next board. And what you did, you went back to the ARC, after you didn't get a response from the board, you went back to the ARC and you put it on there. That's when I said, you're not supposed to be on here, you need to appeal to us. That was after the September, they get their board back at a week.
Mhm.
So and then we had to reschedule the meeting. So this meeting was supposed to be September 28th, 26th. So we didn't have quorum, so that's why I bumped it up now. That's why I told you, you could be scheduled for the October 20 end of the month meeting.
So my concern is when I submitted the appeal on September 7th, on
Mhm.
September 8th. Jennifer had sent me a message in the portal that said it would be on the next board of directors meeting.
I said that I would submit it to, I would pass the information along so it could be possibly included. I can't say when and what board meeting it would be on. I don't have the authority to do that.
Okay, well, my understanding from what I read in the portal was that it was going to be at the next board meeting, which was supposed to be last week. And then it got rescheduled to this week. So this is why we wanted to come because we are concerned about our yard. We just want to get it finished.
Okay, excuse me, can I say something? First of all, I think the way you handled everything. Excuse me, New York, it really sucked. However. I'm a businessman. And I think anything that improves property values due to the fact that the home values are either stagnant or declining is money in my pocket. What you want to do, obviously, is an improvement. So I think what we have to do is, if there is a certain format that has to be followed, it's got to be followed. But keeping in mind that, once again, and this is just personally me, being a businessman and owning businesses, I follow the money. If it's going to improve the value in my pocket, if it wasn't going to do anything for me, honestly, I really wouldn't give a crap. I'm serious. But after seeing what these homes are going for now in Encore, as they're dropping in this and that, I think we got to do something where the property values have to be maintained, if not improved. But once again, I'm going to reiterate, the way you handled it really. Never mind, but anyway, because Junior's here. Okay, thank you.
And.
All right, so-
And the application does not have the right information. That's the way to think. You're still applying for items that are not Florida friendly to the zone 9A. No, they're not. A Christmas tree farm is not.
That's the discussion we have to be having, and we never got to do that with the ARC. That's why we're.
You could have come on the ARC meeting, because I'm there with them too. I'm in that meeting also at 8 o'clock in the morning.
You call them Florida friendly.
I don't know. I don't run the Florida friendly. I just know it's not part
Yeah,
of our
it's-
guidelines,
right.
and it's also not part of.
It's part of
Florida
why
friendly.
I think the guidelines got confused as, because if you look at the design guidelines, it specifically says that their guideline was a list of generally acceptable plans. The list is not intended to be complete and is to be used as a guideline only. It wasn't supposed to be, this is the only list of plans.
That's it. That's the FHRW guideline. And what we use as a backing is the Florida friendly. Florida friendly says no, we say no. You're still asking. So that's not gonna change. You just keep asking. You want to change us to change wording because it says something different. There's no bearing.
Right.
The board approved the ARC guidelines for all these years since it came from the bill. They've updated it once or twice, not many times. And then we have now we work in partnership with Florida friendly community. And we've had them here. They were over at Encore on a separate basis. So anything that comes up for the ARC, I look up those plans and I check to make sure that if they're not on our list, they're on the Florida friendly list.
So the Christmas palm was.
Is absolutely not.
So all the other plans were fine.
I stopped looking because the writing was this big on the proposal. And I shouldn't have to go through 75 plans to check.
But I don't, my understanding from our landscaper is he has planted all of these plans in fish.
He has, and he's gotten people in trouble for it also.
Yes, that's
So-
for sure.
He lives in Encore. He knows how much.
Yeah.
That company has caused trouble over for those.
A lot, yeah.
We had to put them in and take it
Yeah.
out at the cost of those people. So
I believe she should just resubmit everything.
with the right plans, absolutely.
With the right plans.
And you can go
then
to
I
the
think-
ARC and you go through the ARC and they're every other week and it's a lot quicker.
Yeah,
We're not trying to say no to anything. Everybody lives by the same rules. That's all that we're asking. And you're asking to go around the rules for the way you contact everybody, the way you're approved, and for your plans. So this has been more than 3 minutes and I'm sorry.
So I think as a next step, you know, I think if you look up the Florida friendly list of plants and just cross-reference that or have your landscaper cross-reference that to the Florida friendly list and then resubmit your application to the ARC because they meet much more frequently than the board does.
Right.
Then you should be, you know, having no issue as long as it's meeting all the requirements. So that way you can get through the process.
Okay,
When's the ARC meet next? Next week?
I need to submit tonight, tomorrow.
If this landscaper is a continuous issue, do we just need to ban him from the community?
Again, it's public.
Just checking.
I would love to make my life a lot easier.
We don't wanna make your life
Yeah,
too
let's
easy.
see it. So I know today's the deadline. Let them whenever they get their application in tomorrow, Monday, whatever, accelerate it, get it in front of the ARC next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then we'll get that approved. I think that's about. Is that a fair way to go forward?
It is, and I'll be honest, we didn't understand the process, we didn't understand who the appeals. So that did delay the process, we resubmitted, you can see the traffic between Jennifer and Patty and my wife and I. We submitted this.
Yeah.
So. The discussion about which plans in particular would have been wonderful up front with the art.
There is so for reference, within the ARC document Exhibit F, there's a list of palm trees that are accepted in the community. These have already been vetted. Interestingly enough, foxtail palms are not on there either,
Yeah.
and we see those around the neighborhood too.
All over, yeah,
Which is interesting.
and cannabis. No.
If you had any, so I think the larger issue is the fact that you found the ARC process confusing, which is something I'd like to remedy. So if you, I know you're gonna work on your submission first, but after that, if you wanna send us an email and say, hey, this could be streamlined, or this is the confusing part, so other people don't have the same problem, then that would be very helpful as well. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah. I know it's been a frustrating process for you, but you know.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah. So,
Right there.
Alright.
Ma'am, you're
3
up.
minutes.
Did you and Patty intentionally match this evening?
No, I thought about that before.
Oh, my gosh.
Couple of things. I found the ARC guidelines very confusing.
The guidelines or the process?
The process, the ladies explain it extremely well.
Uh-huh.
I put it on the first page of this stuff that I wanted to just share with y'all.
Yeah, thank you.
Because what they say is difficult. And there is one part in there, because I have to replace plants, and sure enough, it says Florida friendly plants, and boy, I didn't know there was gonna be an issue, so.
So real quick, there isn't, Florida friendly, there is not a mandate to use Florida friendly plants, right? Like you don't have to use Florida friendly plants.
The ARC actually says something about neighborhood, plants that are. I can't remember the exact word, conducive to your neighborhood,
Yeah.
your neighborhood uses them, I'm thinking, it still doesn't define
Yeah,
anything.
there is a list of prohibited plants in the ARC, invasive plants.
Okay, so the first
Anyway.
thing I wanted to clarify was mulch, and I put in there what the ARC says, and then my question. And that's why I did not want to go through the ARC, because this is board issues. And all I'm asking to do right now is just discuss. I'm not asking for votes,
Sure.
discussion. This is all, this may take 6 months for discussion as far as I'm
Not tonight,
concerned.
though.
So it actually even says that you may be able to use River Rock if approved by ARC. But if you keep on going, my concern about the mulch, and my goodness, just listening to you all tonight, the amount of dollars that go into mulch. And then the rain comes and takes it away.
Yeah.
Let's do something to protect it and stop it being in the streets and in the grass. So I just resodded my yard, and I did it myself. 3/4 of a pallet by myself, and yes, I pulled up 3 inches of topsoil, I got rid of every single root that let it sit for 2 weeks. I know how to take care of grass. The amount of molds that I found in my yard and where all this stinky mulch is blows my mind. So I want to clean, I'm pulling all the mulch out, and no one's putting mulch in my yard until I learn I can do a cypress or a cedar, which protects us against bugs. So I wanted to put some things in here. I also have a dog. These cane toads are scaring the daylights out of me, and guess what they love to bury in? Mulch.
It's not them, you gotta be careful of the boo-foos.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the blue-foot
Yeah,
frogs,
yeah.
cane toads, same thing.
Yeah.
So then I want to
Really bad.
walk, and I walk around Starling, you can see where I pushed a little bit on that. The borders and the curbs, they can prevent your soil, Patty's dirt, from over here, if you have decent borders so that the dirt didn't run every time it rains. So the bigger talk for everyone is, how can we prevent some of this from going on? I actually called to this company and told them, and quite honestly, I could argue with them. I would like to suggest that they come in and put a sample border for a cheap price for you and put it here and everyone could look at it. It's a suggestion. Yeah. They want, and they're overpriced. Then I showed you bricks that homeowners could put out. In Encore, you don't have this problem in Fishhawk as much. We have guys who do mowing machines. and they fly. They don't mow, they fly. I've gone through 6 of those plastic things you put under the drain, because they just fly right over it and they tear it up.
Yeah.
I've bought 6. I've only
Yeah.
been here 3.5 months. I've bought 6 already. I would love to
Well,
have
2 of them I
something.
took from your house without.
Oh. I wanted you to see the quote for the border so you can get an idea. So I put my quote in there as well, so you can get an idea. Then I broke it down for y'all. Just to show you, it is a bit expensive for that company. I'm not supporting them or pushing. But, and then I just showed you pictures of all the rain coming down, showed you my yard. And so I'm in the process of just asking, let's talk about mulch, first page.
So really quick, the mulch that you guys have over there, you still have that brick? That's big.
Yes.
Pine bark mulch?
Yeah.
We don't use that here. We took that out of our side of the community. So we have the brown shredded.
Yeah,
So it's a big difference. So it doesn't slide, it slides, but not nearly as much. It sticks
Oh.
more to the ground.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my own mulch when ARC allows me on that first page, because, and it's very confusing. It says that you can use, larger brown shredded cypress can be used, and then the next sentence, 5th sentence says it can't be used. So sentence 2 and sentence 5 on the first page of what I'm showing you totally contradict each other, so ARC is a little confusing. And when I get approval, and I understand you don't want red painted rainbow colors, I understand all that, I mean, that anyone hopefully should. But, cypress, cedar. Curbing to allow this stuff to stay in place.
So it's been about 2 or 3 years since we updated the art guidelines, and I led the last update to it some time ago. I should still have the Word doc. I think we've done a couple changes that need to be incorporated. So I'm not opposed to a full rewrite. I don't want to lead that again. That was intensive, but if you want to volunteer your time and your hours to make some
I would,
recommended suggested changes and go through it and say, hey, this conflicts with this or this.
right,
Yeah,
and as long as it's with other people, so that it's
Mhm.
everyone
Mhm.
wanting, not just
Right.
one single opinion. I'm very, very much with Jeff, and I see it, so I brand new bought my house. And it's already down 10,000.
Yeah.
I only bought it 3.5, 4 months ago. And when I walk around, and I have come from extremely nice neighborhoods. I like higher level, and I'm willing to pay for it. But I have to have approval, and I want to bring it up just a notch. And walking around and looking at PVC pipe that's torn in half by weed whackers and mowing machines. Yeah, that's 1985, I want to go to 2025, 2027 and bring it up. I agree with you, some of the borders can be very ugly when they put them too high.
Yeah.
Some of them are just stupid
That's
looking.
horrible. Like this one here, I hate that one.
But,
That one here that looks like raised bricks.
Yeah.
yeah,
But this is pretty pleasant.
and I had it at my village's house, and they come and all they do is take a concrete machine. Have you ever seen how they do
Yep.
it?
yeah,
It's really cool.
They like stamp it or something.
No,
And
it
then
just spits it
And
out like
it's a
a,
stamper all
Yeah.
built into it. It's, I mean, they put it down within 2 hours, so if I ever get the approval to do it, I'm gonna look for different
How permanent
companies.
is it? Like if I put it down and didn't like it, can you just?
10 years. Oh.
Like,
if
can you
don't
bust it up
like
with a sledgehammer? And
Yeah,
just
yeah,
take that?
Yeah, but
yeah, it just
it'll
sits on
last
top.
10 years
Okay.
at your house.
It's not a foot.
And can I tell you that my, first where I lived was River Rock. Never once came out with all the rains and the hurricanes, and in my Savannah house, we used pine straw. I always had my borders, never came out and ran down the street.
What's maintenance on, like if this cracks, right? If you do this concrete, stamped concrete. If it cracks, like how do they fix it?
I would have to ask them, I don't know, I had
Okay.
mine for 3 years at the villages, quite honestly, it sort of builds into it, because it's already got like a
Yeah,
little
see.
bit of indent, so.
So anywhere they put those lines,
Yeah.
those are natural crack lines.
So crack there.
Yeah.
It'll crack there because
It's
it's
when it's sealed or concerned, but I do believe they said a 10-year guarantee on that.
Yeah, at some point you'll have to have it acid washed and then re-etched and
Mm.
re-stained and then resealed. Because it will, and it'll have to be power washed for like mold and mildew and grain stuff.
Washed mine by myself.
Yeah,
After the first, maybe on the second year, and that was again, I do all my own work.
yeah. After a while though, with the stamped concrete, because it is stain, it's basically a stain they put on the concrete.
Right,
That stain eventually does wear out, just like deck stain. So you'll have to have the concrete border restained, otherwise it'll go back to its natural gray color.
Mhm. So that's the end of my 3/5 minutes.
Thank you, that's very informative.
Yeah,
And my goal is just if we could start conversation allow us, I'm not gonna do anything to my yard until I start learning some
let's,
discussions.
I'm all about, like, once we get through budget season and then we get through the elections and all this next year, this would be a great effort for, like, starting in January, like a art rewrite.
Okay, and I would volunteer for that.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
great.
absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Is there anyone online? Do we have any residents online
It's like there's one on.
that want to say anything? No?
Does the person online have any comments they'd like to share?
Doesn't seem.
No, thank you.
Very well. Let's see, what else? Guess that's it. Board members, anything else to talk about?
Motion to adjourn?
Most to resign.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.
Aye.
Great night.
Nice job.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
This is
ma'am.
really good.
Thank you.